morning all of you. This is your Prabhakar and welcome to our channel Dawn of Chemistry. Hope all of you are happy and healthy in your homes. Stay home, stay safe, and hope all of you are learning very well in this pandemic situation. And now in this video what I am going to explain is three-dimensional representation of organic compounds on the paper. Whenever you take any organic compound, the hybridization in the compound will be sp3 hybridization, sp2 hybridization, sp hybridization. If they are sp means there is no problem, they will be present in a two-dimensional. If they are in sp2 also, somewhat will be less complication will be there. But when it is three-dimensional sp3 carbon atom, because of tetrahedral structure, some atoms will be in the x plane, some atoms will be in the y plane, and some atoms will be in the z plane. So some reactions you have to understand, like SN2 reactions and SN1 reactions and their stereochemistry, means you need the three-dimensional representation of the compound onto paper. This is the very confusing and crucial topic for so many students. As one of our learner asked me to make a video on the Newman projections for thing, that's why I'm making this video also. Let us see what is this three-dimensional representation of organic compounds. 3D representation. So what is this three-dimensional representation and how to represent first three-dimensionally on the paper? Here we are not any imagining or anything on this here. Three-dimensional you have to write in the paper. For that purpose we have Sahar's projection formula. We have Sahar's projection formula, and the second one is Newman projection formula, solid wedge formula, and Fisher projection formula. Fisher projection formula. So see, this is a typical one. I will tell you how to convert these three into this one. So be careful. Actually, conversion of one formula into another formula is a somewhat complicated process. Converting any of this into Fisher projection is more complicated process. Mostly conversion of Sahar's into Newman, these things are easy only. But converting solid wedge into Fisher projection is somewhat typical. It's not complicated. It's a typical to understand. So let me clarify what are these things. The first one you see, Sahar's projection formula. Sahar's projection. What we will do in Sahar's projection means I will take example of CH3 ethane. In this ethane, I will explain 1 and 2 and 3. These things with this ethane. Let us see. Ethane, the carbon is present in sp3 hybridization. Since it is present in sp3 hybridization, the carbon atoms will be like this and hydrogens will be present on the carbons like this. So if you can see every carbon atom, if this is the carbon atom means 1, 2 and 3 will be there. So you can see how the hydrogens are present. So these three are towards you. You can see 1, 2, 3. This is the inner line. In the same way, another carbon behind also will be having 3 carbons like this. So in this case, in three-dimensional understanding, it is little complicated. You can use this thing also. Here you see this hydrogen you can take as blue. This you can take as this one. I will write here. This is the carbon atom. One hydrogen, another hydrogen and another hydrogen. This is a carbon bond you can imagine. So you can imagine like this, you see. This hydrogen will be blue, this hydrogen will be black and this hydrogen will be red one. So like this you can view this thing. So you can rotate the things also. The structures obtained by rotating carbon atoms along carbon-carbon single bond are known as the conformers. Clear? So how to write those conformers and all I will explain in a different video. Just now let me tell you how to represent these things. So whenever we are representing any two-dimensional formula into three-dimensional formula, since they are sp3 hybridized, they will be present in the different planes and understanding them will be little complicated. See, what is the Sahar's projection formula means? The two carbons, always remember when you are writing this Sahar's projection or Newman projection formulas, you have to consider two carbons only. In the compound, you have to consider two carbons. When more than two compounds are there, that is not that much necessary thing for us for now case. For your +1, +2 case, just try to understand this thing for two carbons only. If you are becoming familiar with the two carbons, you can go to 3 carbons and then 4 carbons thing. So in these two carbons, one carbon is near carbon, one carbon is rear carbon. So we are taking the molecule and we are trying to see that in a different ways. You are trying to keep the carbon towards you. One carbon will be towards you, one carbon will be away from you. One carbon which is nearer to the viewer is near carbon. The other carbon which is away from the viewer is a far carbon or rear carbon, we call it as. Every Sahar's projection or Newman projection, these two only concentrate on the near carbon and then rear carbon. In Sahar's projection, we will draw a vertical line which is making an angle of 45 degrees. We will draw a straight line which is making an angle of 45 degrees. The bottom point represents near carbon and the far point represents the rear carbon. This is a near carbon and this is a rear carbon. And you see hydrogens are there. Near carbon is having 3 hydrogens, rear carbon is having 3 hydrogens. So 1, 2, 3. Hydrogen, hydrogen, hydrogen. Here also hydrogen, hydrogen and then hydrogen. These are the near carbon hydrogens and these are the rear carbon hydrogens. You can imagine this as a stand. See this you can take a stand. These are the legs and this is the arms, right? Can you view this or not? Here you see there is a stand here, over here. So see, this is the leg of stand. Here 2 are standing and 1 is axial. Here also you can have the same thing. So you can imagine one stand. Here this is a stick. You can hold the holder. These are the legs and these are the legs and these two are the axes. So you can imagine a tripod stand kind of a thing by using this structure. If you can rotate also, if this is, you can represent this structure like this also. Like this also you can represent. What it indicates means hydrogen, 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 hydrogen and then hydrogen will be coming. So like this, whenever you imagine this thing, of course it is a two-dimensional representation. You can have a three-dimensional view, imagining this is a stand with these hydrogens working as legs and these are acting as arms, and here also you can imagine the same thing. Like this, in two-dimensional thing you can imagine a three-dimensional formula. That is nothing but the Sahar's projection formula. You can imagine for any compound. You can imagine for any compound. After this I will explain for butane by taking examples with different carbon atoms. Let me explain with ethane. After that I will go to those things. Let us see Newman projection. In this Newman projection, if you take ethane, here also near carbon and then rear carbon will be present. When you are viewing the compound, this is near carbon and this is rear carbon. The near carbon is decreased and rear carbon size is increased. If you take near carbon increase and rear carbon decrease, means you can't see the behind carbon. If you see, this is the near carbon to you people and this is the rear carbon. If I increase the size of rear carbon means you can see the rear carbon even though the near one is eclipsing. Like this you see the first one is eclipsing back one. So to overcome the drawback, I will increase the size of the rear carbon. So near carbon is represented by a dot, rear carbon is represented by a circle. See here, in this case, near carbon represented by dot. Near carbon represented by dot and rear carbon represented by circle. Near carbon represented by dot, rear carbon represented by circle. So near carbon is represented by dot and rear carbon is represented by circle. You can observe this thing. So see here, if you consider this as a near carbon and this as a rear carbon, near carbon is represented by a dot, rear carbon is represented by a circle. You can imagine very clearly, this is near carbon, this is rear carbon. Near carbon is having 3 hydrogens and rear carbon is having 3 hydrogens. This is the thing. You can imagine this thing in a identical thing. This is towards you. This is one carbon. This is away from you. That is another carbon. You can rotate this. You can keep front carbon constant. You can rotate the back carbon, or you can keep back carbon constant. You can rotate front carbon. Rotate front carbon. Rotate front carbon or rear carbon. What happens when you rotate the near carbon? This is the rear carbon that is having hydrogen, hydrogen, hydrogen. You are rotating this to 60 degrees. When you rotate 60, the distance between this and this is 60. So hydrogen goes like this. So exactly the front one will overlap with the back one. So it is not possible for us to write one over another and just tilting it I am writing. You can represent it like this or you can represent it like this. So here actually this is eclipsing. Front hydrogen is eclipsing back hydrogen. Since it is not possible for me to write like that, I am using this one. You see here to the rear hydrogen I am writing front hydrogen on the left side. Here also I am writing on left. Here also I am writing on the left. But here you see for rear hydrogen, front hydrogen I am writing on the right side to 1. Here also little right side I am writing. Here also right side, like that. If you write one thing on the left means everywhere you should write on the left side. If you write on the right side means you have to write everywhere on the right side. Like this you can write the Newman projection. Now if you tilt the rotate the front carbon, here rotate the back carbon. Here we rotate the back or rear carbon. It is not mandatory that you have to always rotate front carbon or you have to rotate back carbon. It is up to you. It is up to you. Right. We have seen what happens when front carbon or near carbon is rotated. Now see what happens when back carbon is rotated. Simply this is the rear carbon. Imagine the big circle is the rear carbon. So here I am rotating this to 60 means this hydrogen comes to this position. So hydrogen, hydrogen, hydrogen. Front will be as it is. Remember, if you write the hydrogens, rear hydrogens on the right side means keep on the right side only. Here only confusion will come where to keep and all. No problem. If you once write this one on the right side to this one means you always write it on the right side. If you write it on the left side means, see this thing. This is the near carbon, rear carbon is coming this side. Here if you write on the left side of that one means you keep writing on the left side of this. Like this you can continue doing the problems, or you can write the Newman projections for any compounds. Hope you understood this thing. What is Sahar's projection and what is Newman projection, how to represent these things. This is very important thing. I will explain with butane, from that you will understand very well. Fine. Let us move to the example. So with example I will explain, you will understand better. I will take butane. It is CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3. First carbon, second carbon, third carbon, fourth carbon. You can write C1 as near, C2 as rear. C1 as near and C2 as rear. So this is C1 and this is C2. First let us write Sahar's projection. This is C1, this is C2. C1 is having 3 hydrogens. So 1, 2, 3. C2 is having 2 hydrogens. 1, 2. And the remaining group is C2H5, right? You can write C2H5. Finished. Here Newman projection. C1 is near, C2 is rear. C1 is having 3 hydrogens, H, H, H. You can write in eclipse or you can write in staggered form based on the thing they have given. We will discuss completely about this conformational isomerism in a different video. It is just representation, so I am not going into the things now. This is C1 is near carbon, C2 is rear. This is having 2 hydrogens, 1 hydrogen, 1 hydrogen. The remaining is ethyl, C2H5. Remember carefully, it is not mandatory that you have to write ethyl here only. You can write on any position. You can write on any position of the rear carbon atom, but you have to make sure whether it is present on near carbon or whether it is present on rear carbon. Next, see, C2 is near and C3 is rear. Now let us see what to do. C2 and C3 means you have to consider these two now. So C2, let us write this one. This is C2, this is C3. 3, 3. What are present on second carbon? 2 hydrogens are there and 1 methyl is there. So CH3, H and H. On C3 carbon, 2 hydrogens are there and 1 methyl is there. H, H, CH3. Finished. This case, this is the rear carbon and this is the near carbon. C2 is near. C2 is near means it is having 2 hydrogens and 1 methyl group. C3 is rear. So hydrogen, hydrogen and then CH3. Finished. Like this, easily you can write these Newman projections and all by using this theory, that is 3-dimensional representation. Let us go to C3 near, C4 rear. C3 near and C4 rear means what happens? See, this is the carbon, this is C3, this is C4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. C3 is having 2 hydrogens and 1 ethyl group. So C2H5H. C4 is having 3 hydrogens, so H and then H. Coming to Newman projection, rear carbon, near carbon. Near carbon is C3. So C3 is having 2 hydrogens and 1 ethyl. HH, C2, H5. C4 is having 3 hydrogens. HH, H will come. Like this, we can write down the structures for the different compound. You can take enormous examples and you can write down. Some examples is CH2, CH2, OH and then OH. CH2, CH2, Br and then Cl. CH, Cl, Br, CH, CH3 and H2. So with these compounds also you can write down. Here it is having first carbon, second carbon, third carbon, first carbon, second carbon, first carbon, second carbon. With these examples you can try writing the different structures. So like this we can write the Sahar's projections and then Newman projections. Hope you have understood. Conformational isomerism in a different video I will explain, and Fisher projections are there and then solid wedge formulas are there. In a different video I will explain those two things. Hope you understood very well from this video. If you like the content of this video, means click the like button. If you think it helps your friends, means share the video. To get more notifications from my channel, subscribe to the channel, click the bell icon. As I told you already, there is a separate WhatsApp group for the students for doubt solving. There is a link below in this description box. There, by clicking the link, you can join the WhatsApp group. Thank you.